Lisa May Thompson, and we are at the Commonwealth Society, and we're joined by two individuals who attended the speech by the Commissioner, the Canadian High Commissioner, the Honourable John Bard. Okay, gentlemen, would you like to introduce yourself? What's your name?
My name is Henry Gombia, and I'm editor of the London Evening Post online.
Lovely. And yourself, sir?
Latigo Nono. I'm a political scientist.
Fantastic. Okay, gentlemen, did you both attend the speech?
Yes, we did.
You did, okay. And what did you think of the speech, sir?
It was a good speech, but very political. Speech. But the minister refused or failed to answer questions. It was very political. He knew how to maneuver the way politicians do, but there were very, very vital questions, especially about Africa, that he wanted him to answer. He didn't answer them.
And any questions in particular?
He was asked about, I think we have about three individuals, including him here, who asked about the violence that is taking place in Uganda at the moment, where people are walking on the street to protest about the rise in fuel prices, the corruption. The protest is called a walk to work. It's a free protest, no violence involved, but the army, the security, riot police are all over the place, beating people up. And the minister was simply asked one question: what are you going to do about that? The Canadian foreign minister did not seem to want to answer that question. 3 times that he was asked that question.
Okay, so and why do you think that is? Why do you think he was avoiding answering such questions?
I think he's best one to answer that question. I don't know why he's avoiding it. If I was him, I would have tried to say, okay, this is this and that. But no, maybe he's trying to protect some interests of his own. But what he should have done was simply to say, we condemned what has taken place in countries like Uganda, in countries like Nigeria. So many people have been killed in Nigeria recently. Over 200 people have died in the last 2 weeks by an Islamic association group called Boko Haram, killed so many people, and he hasn't mentioned anything about it. And these walk-to-work protests in Uganda, where people have been killed over the weekend, about 3 people have been killed so far, and he didn't say anything at all about these things. These are the things that we wanted him to talk about. He didn't, and we know he didn't, because maybe there's some interest in the Canadian government about what is happening in Uganda.
Okay, so can I ask also, do you think the Ugandan government, as well as the Nigerian government, are doing enough about the current situations as well?
No, they're not. Let me start with the Nigerian government. The Nigerian government has got a lot of problems. It is facing Islamic people who are bent on trying to stop Christianity getting on in Nigeria. And that is a big problem. In Uganda, the problem is simple. The person has been in power for 25 years. The people are just fed up with him. They want to get rid of him. But he's being helped to stay there by Western countries, including Canada, whose foreign minister was here today. So maybe that is why they didn't want to answer so many questions, because they have vested interests in what was going on there.
That's more than possible. Thank you, sir. We are at the Commonwealth Society, and we are joined by 3 individuals, and we're just going to ask them a little bit about what they're doing here and what they thought about the speech today.
My name's Charlie, and today I have a guest here that's going to be talking to us about benefit cards. As I'm sure you've all seen the news, and the governments are wanting to introduce that to the general public. So now we're just going to get our friend here's view. What do you think about what the government are trying to do, cut benefits for mothers, etc.?
I think it's outrageous.
Yeah.
That's what it is. It is outrageous. People who pay tax should actually get benefits.
Absolutely.
That's
what about people that are not working but gain the benefits anyway? Do you think that's fair?
I don't think it is, but if they cut benefits, it wouldn't work. There'll be so much crime.
We have to think about people's human rights as well. So we have to try to preserve their rights. They're staying in the country, so we have to try to make their, time here as easy as possible. So, just your thoughts, really. Do you think this could go ahead? I know it didn't succeed this time, but overall, do you think it could go ahead?
Yeah, I think it should. It should go ahead. Yeah, yeah,
So
it
they
should.
shouldn't at all.
No
way, yeah?
No.
Okay, as you've heard, our friend here has just said, what do you think the government could do instead? Because a lot of people are getting, people in this country are saying people are getting benefits for free. So what can the government do so that taxpayers, people that are paying tax, can also benefit as well?
Well, they shouldn't give money to them. They should give vouchers or supermarket vouchers instead of giving cash straight into their account, which it doesn't work.
That's a good point. Do you think that's right or wrong that the government wants to take away benefit?
I think it's wrong because some people need the money to live and like pay people rent or something if they ain't got no houses. I'm 17 and I was getting job seekers allowance and now I have to be 18 to get it again. And my mum's on about paying rent and I can't afford it. So I think they should keep it.
And what do you think about some people saying, there should be a cap on how much people should get, because a lot of the time you have people that are spending it for the wrong reason or spending it somewhere else. Do you think there should be a cap and that should be monitored more closely?
I think there should be, yeah, because some people are spending it on drugs or something that they shouldn't be. So if people are disabled, they might need it to get around. So if people are disabled, they should probably get a little bit more. If they're not, they should just get like whatever amount a week.
And just one more question. You have some people that say, we need it for this, that, and the other. Do you think government should give maybe vouchers, like food vouchers or vouchers where they could just get discounts instead of giving them...
They need like food or something, like give them Tesco's vouchers or something. Or if they need clothing, go to next or whatever.
So what do you think, the government trying to take away or the benefits? Do you think that's right or wrong?
Well, I think it's totally wrong because from the age of 15 to the age of 18, the poor kids are in limbo. They can't earn no money, you can't sign on the dole. So what are they supposed to do? So I think the government, if they had any brains, they would give these kids some help. So they wouldn't get into trouble, would they? Because if you ain't got no money, what are you going to do? You get bored, don't you?
And just another question about, so with regards to them taking away the benefits, do you think they should perhaps put a cap on how much people should be given? Maybe some people are accused of spending it for the wrong reasons. Instead of spending it for the purpose that they were given those funds, do you think there should be a cap like?
Well, I think so too, yes. Because after the time, too many people get the benefit who shouldn't have it.
Yeah.
And the people who really need it don't get it. And when they apply for it, they say, no, you don't qualify. So what chance they got? So they just be in poverty all their life. And the youngsters who's out of work, as I say, what they're going to do? They're going to get up their mischief and do whatever. So there's no encouragement from the government, is there? None whatsoever.
So wrong. Do you think it was right for the government? Do you think they have a right to take away people's benefits?
Well, I think that maybe it's a hard period now because we are on crisis. And I can understand that government want to increase taxes or things like that. But I don't understand why they want to take money from the families because we are all workers. So they must support us, not to take all the benefits, the little benefits that we have.
That's a fair point. The government should support all UK citizens or people that are living in the UK. And as long as everyone that's working in the UK, that means we're all under that same care. So should be treated equally. But you think, sometimes people are not working, but they're still getting the benefits. And people that, as opposed to other people that are working hard and not really enjoying the benefits. They're paying the taxes for other people that are not working to live a good life. Do you think that's fair?
No, of course, I don't agree with that. But it's the work of the government. They have to look for that people that take the advantage of that benefits that they work already or have benefits for other parts. But I think that most of the people work hard and they don't get these benefits.
Wanting to cut benefits, you think that's right?
In a way, yes, and in a way, no. It depends how badly the people know it. I mean, if it's someone who just, they can work and they just don't want to work because they're lazy, whatever, then obviously I don't think they should get it. But if it's someone who's got disability or something and they can't get out of the house and stuff, then yeah, so it depends.
Yeah, I agree, because there are loads of youths these days. They just sit there and assume that by having a baby, then the life is sorted, and they don't really bother going out there, actually trying to get to university, make something of themselves, and quite frankly, they don't deserve a penny. It's just costing taxpayers loads, really.
Yeah, the taxpayers, paying all that. And what do you think about this idea? Someone that came previously here, they said that they should just be given food vouchers or just vouchers instead of cash money. Do you think that is a better idea? Just to give them vouchers instead of money?
Yeah, but it's not only people yeah, but then it depends. Maybe I think if you reduce the money, then they still see the money, then they get the idea that, if I work I can get more money, maybe they get the incentive to work. Otherwise, if you just give them food vouchers, then maybe they just sit at home and just eat. They won't think about money. They just, I don't know. I think maybe if you give them some incentives.
So I think I agree with the food vouchers thing, just because it prohibits what they can do and what they can't do. They can't go out there spending it on themselves. They're forced to spend it on themselves and their kids. Whereas if they were just given money, they could just go out and spend it on whatever they wanted, not the necessities.
Yeah, I mean, some people spend money, like they're getting the money and they're just buying iPhones and iPads and stuff when, that's not fair. I mean, they should really work. Loads of people work to get those things. If you're just giving them money to get an iPhone, they're not going to spend it on food. They're going to spend it on, gadgets that they want where it's not necessary. So.
And finally, one more question about, what about criminals, for example? Do you think they should still, keep their benefits, after people have gone to prison, after the taxpayers, they've been supporting these people, even in prison. Do you think they should still keep their benefits after they've left prison?
You mean they get benefits when they're in prison?
No, I mean when they've left prison. Do you think they should still keep those benefits?
Yeah, but they should put a cap. Maybe they should put a much bigger cap on the criminals, so they still get money or food back, whatever it is, to eat and survive, and maybe not commit as much crime. But also, again, you don't want to just give them loads of money and then they don't do anything. I mean, and they did commit a crime, so but you got to keep, you got to make sure that they're going and going to, I don't know, what's it called? Getting their checked all the time, make sure they're on the right path, psychologists or whatever, just to try and keep them out of trouble. So.
No, I really don't. I think when they're at prison, they're given the opportunities to improve themselves. They're given classes which taxpayers pay for, and after that, they should be equipped with skills to get a job, as opposed to sitting there scrounging off benefits.